Okay, so here are my thoughts on that deck. It's coming together very nicely. I feel like this 60 is very solid. There is a couple of flex cards, but I don't feel bad about any of these cards. Besides, like, this could be cut for third blast or entwine, but I'll talk about that later. Because there's like few objectives for my philosophy on this deck, and that is that we would need, because we see basically 5 to 6 cards a turn, like on average. So then you don't want two arcane cards, like at all. This is one per turn. And if you're missing one, yeah, sure, you're missing out on walls are, but it's still better than having two of these and missing out on like attacks or instants. And having more instants, I feel like it's a lot better and flexes the deck a lot more. So that's why here are the stats. I got 11 non-attack actions, 26 instants, 12 auras, yeah, and 23 attacks. So here are the cards that are not making the deck right now. I tried Bingo, but it's like Magic Christmas Land. Obviously, it's good when it's like hit, but it is what it is. Blast, that is in the deck. I'll talk about it. Comet Storm, very underwhelming. This shit is always fun, either blocking or cycling it. I just never play it. Don't want to pitch two, because pitching with this deck feels like omega bad. You know, Magnetism, it's not making the cut because it's a good one for 5, especially when you have Tunic up and you just play it and you have then another deck action in your head. So you can just do like 2 card 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, whatever, and thread and surge, so you can get at least 1 card. So that's good for that as a Tunic user, but other than that, it is stuck in a lot of hands. It would probably shine more if it would be built around having more NAS and all that, but yeah. Electrify tried it, but yeah, this is wonky. Every card, basically same with Lightning Surge, needs to be arsenal. The problem is that, at least for my playstyle, I sit on Snatch a lot on Arsenal, and it's not like just sitting on Snatch. You Arsenal Snatch, your turns are like, you get like Lightning Emblem token, right? You play Snatch, go again, then Lightning Press, or rather Electric Discharge, Snatch back in hand, and then Snatch for 7. That's like, what, 2 card 11? So it's just, Snatch goes like really insane, right? If you have like Blinks or the go again tokens, or then you can just shoot Snatch for 4 with 1 instant, get it back to hand if you want to, just to keep a little damage going, right? Entwine Lightning is nice, but yeah, I'll talk about it there. Glyph Overlay didn't make it because it costs 1, and the problem with the glyphs, like this effect is obvious, like really powerful, but the problem with this is that your sigils pop when your turn starts, so then you need to have sigils in your hand to play this, but then you also need to, yeah, basically just have sigils in your hand. Just you drop the sigils, activate walls are, and then off of Tunic or pitching one, you play this, and it's good. It's like super tempo for the next turn, but I don't know. I just played like when I tried this again, played like 3 games against Verdance where I saw my deck every game like fully. I didn't have a turn where I felt like I can play this like where it's actually good. I just couldn't find avenue, and I keep thinking about cards when I have like. Because sometimes when you play games, you have like dream-like setups for cards like Funnel or Glyph or whatever, and then think about it. If I had this in my hand now, would this pop off? And it's like, if it's like, I don't know, then yeah, it's just looking consistency for OSCILIO. Because you want the 1 NA, you want attacks, and then you have obviously the gun and a flash combo with Greaves, right? Which is like the power turn. Yeah, that's pretty clear cut. But then you want to just kind of glue together those filler turns where you want to keep the tempo up, because once you start losing tempo and get hit by multiple disruptions on OSCILIO, it's like really hard to climb back from that. So yeah, Swell Dining, same than Comet Storm, less flexible, but Dawn is better. It's basically just draw 1 Ponder. You can also every card in OSCILIO. Standing Honor, I guess it's like, yeah, this is just a good card, but I don't know. Thunderstep's too expensive. Dawn, this card is kind of trash. I tried to build where you play only like gun and flash, sit that one in arsenal, and then have thunderstep and keep like thunderstep as a mini grease, and then just cycle the gun every time. And it's kind of like pretty good against fatigue, I guess, but it requires too many cards to line up. You need instants and you need this and then gun and all that. Sometimes get all guns are bottom half of the deck and just do nothing all game. Yeah, flaring shards is good, but I've kind of got these down because I think better alternatives. This card don't like really. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, this could be good. Are coming out spoilers, but this could be good. Either it could be good. Yeah, try to. It's fine. It's fine. Current funnel is just one of these cards I really don't like. I see people playing a lot, but the problem with this card is, I mean, it's blue blocks, right, which is great. But the problem on this is that you need an action card being first, lightning action card. Then you need this, and then you need another action card that gets going. I mean, it can be a arcane spell, and then you have Gogan for that, which is kind of most of the time wasted because arcane spell is like your last card unless you play like the build which is more arcane spells, but I think that's more janky. At least to me. Maybe I'm just bad at playing it, but yeah, that's about it. This is like a card that mostly like pitches 3, blocks 3, but I think it's just pretty bad. It didn't make the cut. I've been cutting this down. It's a decent. It's like 4th best sigil, but I don't want to play more than 9 sigils right now. I have better cards, I think. Same with this. It's a 5th best sigil, I think. Cop is trying currently the Blast of Brilliance. Been working fine. Crown is obviously better floor, and then I'll try this. Balance is obviously balance, and Striders I've not seen being needed. But anyways, this is another main deck, right? Yeah, main deck. So Blast of Oblivion, this is obviously insane ceiling card, especially with Electric Somersault and having Brilliance. You just can loop this if you have Gogan AP for that or Greaves. Blast Somersault, Brilliance in hand needs to be in hand, right? And then the gun in the flash. You play Blast. You play gun with Greaves, obviously. You play gun, you play Sigil, pop this back in your hand, then you play Blast, Somersault, the Blast, and then get Sigil back and throw one, and then you play gun, you play Sigil, you play Blast, you play another instant, get Sigil back, throw a card, Blast back, then you play a gun, yeah, Sigil. You know the deal. It goes pretty infinite with this. It's also good as a 0 for 4 for lightning. Fine using the go again, but 0 for 4 1 card, it's alright. It blocks 2, at least it blocks right. But like the good thing about like non-combo turns with the Blast is that if you have this sitting on your table, which you should be sitting on because it's like 3 Vulsar, and it's very good. You can use this. You have this and an instant, and then play it. You pop Sigil back in hand, and then you play the Sigil, and now you have 3 embodiment lightning. And this deck just strives on embodiments, so that's like really great. Or then you can just cycle this card with OSCILIO into Arsenal card if you need to. So yeah, Equip that I talked about, it could be like third this, right? Somersault 0 for 6 block, yeah. Loops Blast, loops Snatch in the same way during the combo, loops Coax pretty well during the combo as well, and then yeah, it's just very flexible and powerful card. I really love it. It's like one of the coolest designs this game has, in my opinion. Discharge, I feel like it just needs these pumps to output more damage, and Discharge during the gun Greaves combo is the premier one, because you need to play this Discharge during the Link Resolution step, I believe it's called, like after damage, Link Resolution step, and then you play this, get gun back in the hand, and then this comes in for 7. It doesn't work with press because the damage has been already dealt. If you flashback gun, you can deny gun's trigger, right? If you have like presses and another, but then you're wasting 1 gun for 3 damage when you get busy swinging, or well, 4 damage when you get swinging 5. So yeah, that's why it's better. But Lightning Press is very good at delivering snatch value on the hits, and then just getting you know, 2 card 8 basically, 2 card 9 I guess. No, yeah, 2 card 9 with like these if you have Gargan into Mind Warp or something. And it's just a super awesome card. So I've been pumping those up instead of this sigil, right? It's a lot better, a lot better. E-Strike, I mean, if you have a deck that has quicken tokens and just can grant this natural Gargan, and just get, you know, draw card. With this is just a 0 for 5 1 card, right? That is like you're doing right things. Yeah, and then really to about like it also block 3 and it's also like massive 2 card hand, right? Which is sometimes that you need in actual games. And it's not like the best card. It's like a very feel good card with goldfishing. But it's like the ceiling is not always there. But when you play actual games, it's just one of the best cards in the deck. I've never caught any of these. In Twilight Wings, this is like kind of full leg slot, but I think we need more attacks. I like this. It's very inoffensive. 0 for 4. Sadly, it's missing the Bolzer trigger. But it's fine. We have a lot of lightning. It's always Gargan. So yeah, it's just a good card, right? It's on red attack, so that's what we like. Just getting consistency. So that's cool. Talking about this Arcane package next, I suppose. So Mind Warp is the best card. It's the best effective HP card in the deck because the -1 of the opponent it's just huge, right? And then because they try to set up their deck like Zen, for example, like a lot of decks, most of the decks actually. Then you just cycle their hand, and now their arsenal is working less well with their hand, and yeah, it's very toxic. Then we get the CNC, always good. Yeah, it's also a blue block tray. So yeah, that's good. Etchings. Now, yeah, I would play Mind Warp and Tide if I could play this on Rainbow or Etchings, yeah. But Etchings red is very important, and this effect. The reason being, you just get your sigil back. Yeah. Unfortunately, can't bring your Lightning Valley back because it says sigil in its name, but it's basically Brilliance is more synergistic than Lightning Valley, so a decent amount of times this is like better than Valley, right? And you can also grab Gargans if you need to. This is very relevant to grab as well. You just need to, this is one of the hard things to value with OSCILIO. If you need the extra card, which is going to be like another NAA, which is break, or something that you don't have Gargan with, right? So then grabbing this is just, can come to 5 damage. And I think like the value on Bolzer is not actually just a 1 for 1 damage, because every point you get until you hit the threshold of getting like the surge over your opponent's AB, it's insane, because these surges, you really want to get these surges. If you are getting these surges off like every turn or every other turn, you're just doing something right. You are taking no damage. You are getting not disrupted then, and then you're just thriving, and it feels like very good. So yeah, that's why I play the yellows over Comet Storm, because it's just the 0 cost surges. Yeah, you're be sitting on this or have another sigil. You play like I don't know, Entwine Fused, or you play Fry into Etchings or Mind Warp, Surge 1, like +1 with Wolzor, and it's just very good 2-card hand. You get card out, you get damage in, or 2 cards out and damage in. Or if you don't get any cards, you get like more cards for yourself. So it's always win-win. So that's nice. That's what we're sitting at. Flittering Charge, I think is one of the best Gargan cards. It has the lightning tag. If this had a lightning tag, it would have been better. But the lightning tag is a lot of value in this deck. It's very, very valuable. And the press is really good with Flittering Charge. Yeah. Discharge, not so much, but yeah, that's why it's 3 and 3. Could be 3 and 2, but I really like press as well. Yeah. Fry is just, I don't like that it blocks 0, but at least you can just get it off your hand if you need to. I don't know why would you, but at least the option is there, you know. But it's just 0 for 4. Yeah, try it anytime you get value out of it. It's nice. Very inoffensive card. It's just better and fun on it. Gun and Flash, best card in the deck. I don't know if I need to talk a lot about this, but my current playstyle revolves around gun around a lot, and that also plays well into not like cycling your deck very fast as well, if it makes sense, because you just recycle for damage the same card over and over again, and it's like super above right. If something is getting banned, it's probably this. But right now, I feel like OSCILIO just needs this card to do anything, which is kind of like our wildfire, I suppose, but it's just way more fun and way more usable during the off turns. Like you have embodiment token out to play this. Yeah, then it's just like any instant you play sigil, gone back in hand, gone, then you play. I don't know, like another sigil, gone back in hand, or sell it, or then you just play sigil, gone back in hand, and drop it down, and that is like it's very rare if you get these sigils. This sigil is very, I undervalue this a lot, but it brings giving you a free Volter all game or 1 life. It's really fucking good, and it's sitting on board for Blast to generate you the embodiments. It's really good. Also this box tray. I don't know why, but it's like, yeah, this card probably gonna cost like a good amount of money, but it's our best card. Barring this, I guess, but I think this is better. Yeah, Lightning Forms is just to fix your AP issues, getting cards out of your opponent's hand and being like good 2-card hand, or then 3-card hand if you you know the deal. Just not having full card hand. Also, chaining these quickens is really nice. One game I went Lightning Form, 2 damage, get the embodiment. Another Lightning Form, get the embodiment, and then Snatch, get Arsenal, or card you can play, or had 4th card in the hand to get it. You know, just chaining these is really nice. But you need pitch for it, which is the second part. Also plus 2. So kind of, yeah. But I think it's like a similar slot to this, but I think it's just a lot better this one. Yeah. Lightning Press, I think I talked about. It's good delivering like this, and it's an instant. You can cycle it too. Instance, very inoffensive. Snatch like one of the best cards in the deck. It's just same than E-Strike, you know. You get it go again from somewhere. It's sort of like super broken, and you can also have combat tricks for it. You can draw like billion. You have Valley, you have Snatch, and then your Lightning Press, draw 2. Yeah, nice. Good game. That's pretty much it. You can also somersault it back. Like you can go Snatch, Snatch go again, somersault, Snatch, get Arsenal, or get 4 cards. Like, yeah, seems pretty good to me for 3 cards into 4 cards. Yeah, the math is just insane there, right? Lightning Valley. I don't. The one thing I need to know about this card, which I first very much undervalued, keeping value around, but it's actually just super valuable and something that OSCILIO needs. Like when you think you can deliver 4 more damage in a turn, or like 3 more damage in a turn, rather than keep the value around, it's not worth it. If you value card drop being 3 and the number would be like 4 on the damage, it's like, yeah, you're putting the turn a bit math-wise, but keeping the value around because you need to, like these cards are under rate alone, but when you get multiple of those, they become above rate, if that makes sense. So that's why you need the extra card draws, because there's like nice threshold in having 4 to 5 to 6 cards because of the AB3s in the Walzer. It's also matchup dependent, of course, what is your opponent having, but yeah. I don't know why I'm arguing that you should have a card that draws you a card on the table. Don't think the card draw more than 3 value. It's my point. Yeah. Mighty Bar, talk about it. That's insane. Brilliance, a lot of shit you can do with it. It's one of my favorite cards. Probably yours too, because it's trust card. But I don't underestimate fixing your hand with it. Just playing it on your opponent's turn to get another card if you don't need it in your hand. But it's also super insane for it to come bothers in your hand. But don't don't IP yourself too much. Like plays. Don't try to set up like the Magic Christmas Land of Snatch, because Snatch, sorry, Gun and Flash, because that's the realistic combo you're gonna get during a game. On average, is like 30 to 40 damage, which your opponent can plug a lot. And after you're off Greaves, your Gun and Flash just gets a lot worse, and your turns get a lot worse. You kind of run out of gas, and it's kind of hard to grab back the tempo. I'm not saying Greaves is finisher per se, but you need to get like a lot of damage, depending obviously on the matchup. Verdant's matchup, for example, you just need you just need like 60 damage of Greaves, which requires already like somersaults, blasts, and brilliances we got to get there, and you need Valley. But yeah, that is like one great thing about this. Don't IP. Blink. It's also like the best card in the deck, right? The normal combo result I've found is that you need one embodiment token or one blink, so you can end your chain with the last gun into any spell. Otherwise, you can't play the last gun into a spell. You can just play the spell. So you're missing 5 damage because you can't use the gun. You're missing 1 action point. So, or then you need Channel Lightning Valley as an instant for the turn that you play, but you preferably want to have it on your board. And the reason why Channel Lightning Valley is because you need to play it before Gun and Flash. You need to decline this trigger to deliver damage through, unless they full block Gun and Flash, which is very nice. Like, these are the sequencing tricks you need to look for, and like you can with OSCILIO, it's very important to hide your information a lot and make people make bad decisions, because it's just, if you just loop Gun and Flash like your normal turns, and like swing twice with Gun and Flash arsenal on it, you did it like 2 turns, and then you have your combo up, and then you go like again like okay, Gun and Flash, then they're like sure, block 3 reactions, and then you go okay, Tunic counter, Greaves, Lightning Valley, Decline Gun trigger. Now you're at 1 AP again, and then you play an instant, which could be like discharge, right? Gun, sorry. Then you deliver damage, draw the card, and then play the discharge and gun back to hand. But if you upfront play boots, then Valley, then people are gonna be like, okay, yeah. Block equipment and 1 card in hand. Yeah, so that's like one very crucial thing to note on, that these all are instants. Very important. And sequence timings of these. Yeah, so Blink is there to can generate you 5 damage during the combo turn. 6 because it's also gives, I don't know the number, like 10. It's infinite, Yeah. These sigils, this I talked about, right? This I talked about as well. It's, high voltage last card. This one I've been on and off playing 0 to 3, and I think it's very undervalued. At least I have been undervaluing it. I don't see too many people playing it per se, but I hit to a problem against AB3 decks where you're just never gonna get your search through because you're playing Snatch and Easter Egg. Back then I was on Cogs as well, but yeah, Entwine, same thing. It's not lightning tag, so you can get like average like 3. It's hard. It's pretty hard to get like 4th. Whatever it's called, the Volsar counter amp. Yeah, so that's what the high voltage do. It's there to deliver the amp, and it's just very nice if you have just a spell in hand. You go voltage and then the spell, and now suddenly it's like amp 2, and they have to give you a card, or this, or a tag go again fry voltage search 3. It gets over like lower AB as well to search alone, which is the insane part. And then it's just a pitch 3 and get this shit off the hand. And I think this I talked about. Sync is just good at blocking shit because we are bad at blocking shit, and this is like enigma testing. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.